Good evening, everyone. We are beginning the press conference with the head coach of Baskonia Vitoria, Mr. Pablo Lassa. Please go.
Okay, good night. First of all, congratulate my players for the victory. I think our best situation was we never gave up. It was very difficult when we went 15, 16 points down in middle of third quarter, but we continue fighting. We were playing good. I told them at halftime, I think we're playing good basketball. Problem is, okay, we come from a losing streak, and that gets on your head, and every time you make a mistake, it looks like it's a triple mistake. We got to continue playing with that confidence and understanding that we can miss shots, or you can turn the ball over, or you can have a bad defense, but you have to continue playing. This is something that we did, and I think give us a lot of push in the moment that we were like 15 or 16 points down. We got a couple of steals, a couple of easy baskets. That gave us a lot of confidence, and at the end, we played very smart the last minutes, and we were able to get a victory that counts a lot on EuroLeague.
Hello, Coach. Obviously, you had 5 losses in a row, and today you had the victory. How important is for you as a coach and for the team mentally to get back on track?
Well, we knew that it was going to be difficult for us on the first months, for sure. New players, new coach, young team. So we knew it was going to be difficult. But we had moments that we were looking very good, but we were not able to stay like that for 40 minutes. I think that today, you can play good, you can play bad, but we were there all the time. And this is something that we have to improve. And that way, they say that talent will show up. Happy for the victory, but like I said, today is finished. Let's think about Sunday.
Coach, you scored 41 points in the first 26 minutes and 42 points in the last 14 minutes in the game. How could you explain that kind of scoring outburst of your team?
Yeah, well, because we were very aggressive, and a lot of those points came out of good defenses. We were able to run, create situations, open jumpers. We execute well, and for sure we have big baskets at the end of possession that they were key. I remember one by Trent at the end, one by Kamar, another one by Chima. So we were very smart on executing well and waiting and make them defend 24 seconds. So somehow we got the rhythm back of the game on the last quarter, despite that we were behind on the scoreboard. But okay, all this is theory. Right now what counts is that we got a victory.
On that run, Tadas Sidekerskis and Marcus Howard didn't play. Can you explain your decision not to play like one of the most important guys on your team, and how that came out?
Very simple. Kamara and Nikos were playing great. It would be very stupid from my part to take them out of the game. I think when I substitute Marcus and Tadas, I was a little bit protecting them from foul trouble, make sure they were a good rhythm at the end. But okay, Kamar and Nikos really showed up. So very good. I'm not very worried about one guy playing good or playing bad. I think it's very important that we understand that if we play good at the team, everybody will shine up.
Tadas Sidekerskis, our Lithuanian, obviously, he is the captain of Baskonia. How Tadas is dealing with this responsibility, even in those tough periods and on the losing streaks?
Well, I think Tadas is a great guy for us, very important. He's our captain. He's been in Vitoria for many years. And that Lithuanian character is helping us a lot. I think for us it was very difficult to survive without him. He got 2 or 3 weeks he was out, he was injured. But 2 or 3 weeks on this calendar means almost 10 games. And that's a lot because he gives us a lot of balance. Inside, outside, everybody plays good with him. A lot of times players don't look good because his numbers they're good and important because they make the others better. And I think Tadas is a great example of what we need. And I think that maybe today he didn't shine, but it was very important for us on every part of the game.
Coach, first victory on the road for Baskonia this season. Is there a reason to call it the most pleasant one, or maybe still against Real?
Well, okay. Seasons are always difficult. I hope once the best ones are still to come.
Okay. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Coach. And now comments from Žalgiris head coach, Mr. Andrea Trinchieri.
By far, this is the worst game we played, not for the final result, but we don't have many rules. One rule that we have is that we should never ever quit. Doesn't matter a good day, a bad day, tiredness. Never ever quit. So we committed a sin. This game is criminal because we quit. We lost the game that we had in full control. We lost the game first relaxing. It's 3 days, I'm talking only about that. And then when we relax, they came back, and then we quit. It's a deserved loss. It's a tough loss. From some aspects is an unacceptable loss for the way the loss got displayed. It's it would be very easy to say publicly and point the finger to players having bad performance, having costing us a lot in this game. And I don't like easy things. I don't see my role in the team as the general that stays behind the soldiers. I will stay in the first line. I will take the bullets. It's obvious that I was not able to touch the right buttons in the brain of my players. I will do whatever I can, and whatever, even more than that, that it doesn't happen again. We have now dirty soul, and we have to give back because, again, it's criminal. It's criminal to give a game like this. I know, it may happen, but we are not good enough to let this happen.
Coach, a couple of questions from Žalgiris Insider subscribers. One of them asks, Chima Moneke had 3 personal fouls in the beginning of the second quarter. Could you have done anything differently to attack him more actively, knowing that he's not going to give you enough contact on the defense?
Of course, we could. But in order to do that, you need to have concentration. And today, we didn't have enough connections. Bad decision, slow, and you can do everything. You can do everything, but in order to do the right thing, you have to have the mental presence and the concentration. And today, it was very difficult for me to find something working.
And another question about the hesitation making the shot while open. Is this emerging problem when the players reject the shot that they have in their hands?
I strongly disagree on this because I believe the worst thing that can happen if a player doesn't take a shot and he has a tactical reason to don't take it, and the whole arena, then the ball becomes very, very heavy. And I asked Alan. Alan told me I didn't catch the ball well 2-3 times, and the one that Matt gave up was the right thing because we were in transition and he should not take it.
Hello, Coach. Firstly, Laurynas Brutas in the third quarter had a good stretch, but could you compare this season's Laurynas Brutas to last season's pianist Laurynas Brutas? What does he lack this season so far?
Try to respect everybody. Do you think that after this horrible game, I can think about Laurynas Brutas last season and this season? Have mercy, please. Even a player coming back, it's a different season. It's a different chemistry. It's everything is different. But this is not my main focus today.
Coach, in first 26 minutes, Baskonia scored 41 points, and in the last 14, 42 points. What was the biggest problems on the defensive end?
I don't believe the problem was on defensive end. I believe that we stopped playing. We start stopping the ball on offense, playing ISO, and we moved the ball well before that. And when you do that, then you go with bad vibes on defense because 4 players are unhappy for the player that is stopping the offense, okay? And then you have 1 step less and 1% less or 5% less of defensive effort, and then the game becomes like it becomes. I don't believe it's a defensive problem. I don't believe it's an offensive problem. Or they are both true. The thing is, the reason of this. The reason is this. We didn't have enough concentration, will and desire to close the game. And then all the rest is secondary. We can talk about bad performances. We can talk that we didn't have one thinking head, one brain. You need a brain on the basketball court. Basketball is playing chess when somebody else is hitting you hard. So you need to have a brain. You need to think about, if this happens, if A happens, I have to go B, then they will go C, and I have to come to a G situation. It's a chain effect. But if A, we don't know what to do because we are not enough focused, it's impossible to perform at this level. And then starts the defense, where also there you need personality and concentration.
Coach, did Žalgiris felt too comfortable in third quarter, or are you saying that the Žalgiris felt too comfortable in the third quarter, saying that it was all over the week?
You were here when I say that we relax. I believe that we had 3 games. Okay, we had a slow start, but we were able, after the first quarter, comfortable. We start horrible. We were walking. We didn't have enough tension, enough sense of urgency to play the first quarter. Second and 5 minutes of the third quarter, we play with the right tension, mental tension, right energy, right concentration. We are by 14. And then we relax again. We started slow and we finish in a horrible way. Giving up, quitting, unacceptable.
Coach, do you think that FIBA window break had any impact to this, relaxing and of the players?
The second rule we have is no excuses and no explanations. So this will be a very silly excuse.
Coach, Ignas Brazdeikis against Pau was DNP-CD. Today, not even registered.
Yes.
What is the reasons behind that? Or just he has some problems maybe, or it's your, as a coach's decision based on how he...
We have 13 players in the roster. I chose this. Of course, when you do the thing, you will live with the consequences. I would not underline this. I believe that the game is not there, okay? But you ask, I'm telling you, is decision of what the team needs in this moment.
Where maybe should Ignas will step up this game to get in the rotation?
Again, I believe that this is talking about individuals that didn't play tonight. I don't believe it's very up to the point, And he knows, because I said to him, but I believe that this is off target in this moment.
Coach, even though Lonnie Walker tonight scored 19 points, was the leading player in your team, where can he improve in those last few moments in the game, last few minutes in the game?
Sense of urgency, rebounding. You are an athlete only on offense. No, you are an athlete on both ends of court. And understanding the moment of the game. Their comeback started with a very silly, sloppy turnover from Lonnie on a thing that we prepared. And we knew that they were going to play delay press. And again, the software choked. We had the software of a Commodore VIC 20.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.